I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Guardians vs. White Sox. My team pick is White Sox wins. The American League Central was one of the few divisions that didn't have a clear-cut favorite entering the season. That's still the case through the first quarter of the season, but the Guardians have played well and earned themselves the divisional lead. As of this writing, Thursday morning, Cleveland is 2.5 games above Minnesota for the AL Central lead. The oddsmakers have the two teams priced at plus 145 and plus 155 to win the division, respectively. In terms of recent form, the Guardians have won 4 of their last 5 games. Most recently, it was a 5-4 extra innings win against the Tigers. Cleveland erased a late 4-2 deficit, scoring a run in the 8th, 9th, and 10th. The bullpen was lights out, not allowing a run after the 4th inning. Emmanuel Clase, 2-1, earned the win in relief. Carlos Carrasco takes the ball in Game 2 of this 4-game series, and the veteran hurler will be gearing up to make his 8th start of the year. The right-hander hasn't been very sharp, going 2-2 with a 5.67 ERA and 1.62 WHIP. However, he's coming off his best outing of the year against the Angels, limiting them to 1 earned run on 6 hits and 2 walks. Carrasco lasted 6.0 innings and picked up the win in the 4-1 victory. Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but I'm going to take a flyer on the 9-28 White Sox to collect the win at home on Friday night. I think with the way that the statistics line up, we can make a case for Chicago to win this game. Mostly, this is a fade of Carlos Carrasco. The 37-year-old has not been sharp this season, going 2-2 with a 5.67 ERA and 1.62 WHIP. It's not like he's just now falling off. The right-hander has been underwhelming for the last few years, posting a 6.04 ERA in 2021, 3.97 ERA in 2022, and 6.80 ERA in 2023, and now he owns a 5.67 ERA in 2024. To be frank, I think it's safe to say he's washed at this point. That's an OPS of .965. Specifically, it's the key players of Andrew Benintendi, 3-9, Eloy Jimenez, 3-4, and Tommy Pham, 6-11, who have raked. If Chicago's top hitters can find success, the Sox will have a chance to win this game. My total pick is under 7.5 runs. Meanwhile, the vibes are incredibly low on the south side of Chicago. The White Sox didn't have big expectations entering the year, but they found a way to underachieve on those low expectations. They're just 9-28 through the first 37 games, and their .243 win percentage is the second worst in the MLB. Only the Rockies are worse at 8-28, .222. On that note, it's worth mentioning that there are markets open for the fewest wins this season, and Colorado is the favorite, -110, while Chicago is right behind them, +140. Despite the horrid overall record, the White Sox have won 3 of their last 5 games. The wins came against the Cardinals twice, 6-5, 5-1, and the Rays, 4-1. Just before the 4-1 win against Tampa, Chicago lost the first 2 games of the series, 8-2, 5-1. Derek Crochet will toe the rubber for the White Sox on Friday night, and the young starter will be making his 9th start of the 2024 campaign. It's been an up-and-down season, and Crochet comes into this contest at 2-4 with a 5.31 ERA, 72nd, and 1.01 WHIP, 18th. Like Carrasco, he's coming off a fantastic start, where he held the Cardinals to 1 earned run over 6.0 innings. Crochet punched out 6 batters and earned the win in the 5-1 victory. Another reason as to why I like Chicago, and will also be playing the under, is that Garrett Crochet has been successful against Cleveland. It's a small 10 at bat sample size, but the right-hander has limited the current Guardians roster to a slash line of .100/.250/.100. Crochet's coming off an outing where he gave up just one earned run against the Cardinals, and he's now conceded only 3 earned runs over his last 2 outings, 11.0 IP. On the flip side, there's no denying that the White Sox are the worst offense in baseball. They're ranked 29th in team batting average, .211, and dead last in both OPS, .597, and home runs, 26. Cleveland also brings in a bullpen that's arguably the best in baseball, ranking second in ERA, 2.44, and first in WHIP, 1.02. While Carrasco may give up some early runs, the Guardians can lean on their dependable relief staff to keep this game under the total. Diamondbacks versus Orioles. My team pick is Orioles to win. The Baltimore Orioles had Thursday off and are already the better overall team in this game. These starting pitcher splits are saying that there will be a gap here as Brandon Pfaadt is pitching to a 4.76 road ERA and a 1.12 WHIP in 17.0 innings, while Cole Irvin is pitching to a 3.24 ERA and a .266 opposing batting average in 16.2 innings inside Camden Yards thus far. These pitching staffs as a whole show a major difference as the D-backs are 23rd in MLB with a .253 opposing batting average, while the Orioles are 5th with a .219 batting average against. All in all, go with the Baltimore Orioles to win here. My total pick is under 8 runs. Both offenses in the last few weeks are not scoring enough to reach this total, as the Diamondbacks are scoring 3.41 runs in their previous 12 games, while the Orioles are averaging 4.25 runs in their last 12 games played. These teams are doing a good job in terms of limiting the amount of stolen bases, as Arizona is second in the sport in allowing just 15 stolen bases, while Baltimore is tied with the Houston Astros for 12th with 25 stolen bases given up. Go with under 8 runs in this game as the better option. Twins versus Blue Jays. My team pick is Minnesota win. The Minnesota defense is averaging 0.36 errors per game, tied for the third best mark in the game, and their pitching staff has a 3.94 team ERA, 8th in the AL. The bullpen has stood tall, going 9-5 with 13 saves and a 3.51 ERA, with 165 strikeouts in 133.1 innings. The Twins staff leads all of baseball with 377 strikeouts through 37 games. Ryan had a decent outing in his last start, allowing 3 runs, 4 hits, and a walk over 6 innings, but was still hooked with a loss. It was his 3rd straight 6-inning effort and the 5th in his last 6 starts. Ryan's 46 strikeouts are tied for 9th most in the AL. This is a wild card rematch from a year ago, where the Twins swept in 2 games. Including that series, Minnesota went 5-3 against the Jays a year ago, including 2 wins in Toronto. It is well documented at this point how hot the Twins have been, and they are no longer going to be sneaking up on anyone. I don't think that matters in this case. Ryan continues to be one of the Twins' best starters, and in 3 road starts he has a 2.08 ERA, allowing opponents to hit just .227 against him. Minnesota has won the first game in their last 5 series. This is decent value for what has been the hottest team in the game over the last 3 weeks. My total pick is under 7.5 runs. In their 8 meetings last season, the under went 5-3 as the 2 teams averaged 7.5 total runs per game. 5 of those games had a combined 4 runs or less scored. This season, the under has hit in 38 games between the 2. For Minnesota, it's their pitching that has helped keep scores down. For Toronto, it's their lack of offense. Either way, these 2 play it tight when they meet up. As noted above, Ryan has been very strong on the road this season, and Kikuchi has allowed just 6 runs combined in 3 home starts. The under is 6-4 in the last 10 meetings between these teams.